everyone, welcome to Contest Prep University. I am Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're in episode 7, the final episode, wrapping up maximizing your metabolism. I want to talk about exercise-induced metabolism, which is obvious by the name. But Adam, a lot of people make the mistake still of thinking they can outrun a bad diet, literally, with just too much cardio or doing a ton. But there still is a limitation, and there are some ways this backfires. So why is it not a good idea to say, well, gosh, if I can run aggressively for an hour and burn 500 or 600 calories, let's do 3 hours a day? Well, where do people get in trouble with this?
Yeah, you run out of time, essentially. Also, one way I've always described this to clients, this is the epitome of driving, passing your exit and going past 3 other exits knowingly just to turn around and go back the other direction. So if one just gets too far in front of the other, it just doesn't make sense anymore. Unfortunately, we see it all the time where clients have backed themselves into this corner. A lot of times it's clients reverse dieting. Oh, I messed up over the weekend and now I'm going to try to do a ton of cardio all week to make up for it. And then they'll do the same thing the next weekend.
Yeah, a couple mechanisms that happen right away is even if you just overate by a little or a lot, you're still in a calorie deficit. As soon as you're right back on track, you're in a calorie deficit. So you may burn through a little extra glycogen and some of those blood lipids that you just consumed, but you're going to make yourself appreciably hungrier. And so you're making yourself so much more prone to binge again. And you drive yourself so deeply into the need for recovery, into overreaching and overtraining, that you end up feeling less energy for your real training now that you're back at the gym. So all of a sudden you're burning fewer calories there. You're having less intense workouts. And remember that a high level of cardio of any kind of training is catabolic. So now you're increasing the percent of lean body mass loss as a percent of total energy. So body fat. So you're really just digging yourself such a deeper hole. You're going to start suppressing your metabolism even more. You're going to reduce NEAT that we talked about last time. You're going to make yourself less efficient in your own training, and you're going to be losing lean body mass. I mean, every single thing you don't want to do, you're going to be causing if you overdo it with training and cardio.
Yeah, if you have those frequent binges too, you can cause a lot of GI disruption, and you're not even going to assimilate that food like if you were to eat it, throughout the week, if you're just doing it in one blunt weekend. I had a client, she started drinking over the weekends as soon as she stopped prep, and then she would do 2 hours of cardio a day. I'm like, you're doing basically 12 hours of cardio a week. She was doing it 6 hours a week for 3 hours of fun. I said, I just want to present this to you to see if that's logistically adding up, if you think about it that way. So we got her making that more once a month activity. It was important to her to go out with her friends, but laying it out that way helped her really see, okay, I need to cut back on this.
I need to go back and see if this has been repeated, but I remember in my first book, I put a study in there that showed that I don't think it was just like a binge and then a not binge. I think it's kind of yo-yo dieting with a little bit longer span. But you would think that when you overeat, you're really stimulating your metabolism, and in a large part you are. But when you repeatedly do that and then plummet yourself deeper into a calorie deficit with food or cardio, and then you keep repeating that cycle, you start attenuating your metabolism. You talk about metabolic suppression. I saw that by the third little yo-yo, you were dropping your metabolic capacity, at least acutely for a couple days, by up to 50%. So again, talk about digging yourself a bigger hole. I mean, now you're making it even that much harder to lose body fat. So exercise-induced metabolism has a limit. You have to say, okay, this is how much I can train. This is how much cardio I can do with great effort. maximizing the effort and the output for both lean body mass preservation as well as body fat loss. But then I got to back up and work. I got to back off, I should say, and rest. And then hit it again the next day. And so these people who have 2 or 3 sessions of training and cardio every day, all week long without breaks, I think those are the ones who really get into trouble.
Yeah, the longer they do it too, the more robotic it is and the less intense it is. So just like the mom who doesn't want to play with their kids anymore, that person really doesn't want to do that cardio anymore. And it just starts being less calories actually burned when they do it because it's just so monotonous.
And I think everybody, you bring up a good point. Everybody should look at this as a blend of activity. You know, you can walk on a treadmill for 30 or 45 minutes and burn a couple hundred calories. May not be the best, you know, bang for your buck, but that's a necessary part of your overall recovery plan, because there are sessions when you want that high intensity session or you're training with weights, you really want to have that explosive power and attention and energy there. And if you just keep feeling low energy and you're grinding yourself into the dirt, the overall amount of metabolic boost you get from training will actually diminish.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we hope this helped. We just wanted to at least get one series on the books that really covered exactly the components of metabolism, what you can affect, what you can't, just because of your genetics, what the norms are all the way back to episode 1 and 2. But would love your comments. If you guys have any questions so we can clarify some things. Always a challenge to get the right amount of information in a short format that you can actually pay attention to. But we appreciate it. Adam, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time with a new topic in Contest Prep University.